Welcome back to the Daily Buzz. Are you a self-proclaimed geek or perhaps just a misfit having problems finding the right one? Well, we're going to help you out and embrace your inner nerd while building a lasting relationship with the help of our dating expert, Kristen Harmel. Good morning, Kristen.
Good morning.
All right, so what do you mean by this? Because I mean, we were all sort of giggling about this whole premise. What do you mean by someone should embrace their inner geek when out on the dating path?
Well, here's how I got started thinking about this. After my last head drama dating segment, I got an email from a viewer who said she was basically a comic book nerd and felt like, it's, all the advice you're giving is great, but like, what do you do if you're a nerd? And I thought to myself, you know what? I think you're super lucky because I think when you identify sort of what makes you different or what makes you quote unquote a geek, you've identified what makes you you, and that's sort of the first step to knowing yourself, which is the first step to building a great relationship.
Okay, I'm with you, but I have to say, your starting point, if that had been a man, then I'm with you. If it's a woman who's a comic book geek and she's wondering where to find a guy, Comic-Con. There's 400,000 lonely male geeks that are there who would love to date you. It's the reverse situation that's harder. It's when it's the guy, right, guys?
Well, I think part of the problem she was encountering, though, is, you can go to things like comic book conventions, or if you're a big foreign film buff, go to like film things. Or for myself, I'm a big writer geek. I mean, I can go to book conventions or whatever, and I'm a big geek.
Do you go to poetry readings and wear all black?
I do not do that. Like poetry slams.
And hold a candle in front of your face and tell like a little poem about your cat. You do it, don't you?
I'm going to have to start doing that. Thanks. It's so good that you help me with my dating when I come on this show.
All right, so you say make the chances of finding the right person even better, and that's, of course, by doing those things we just talked about,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, you can make yourself more mainstream. I mean, any of us can do that. We can kind of tone down what makes us weird and go out, and you know what? That's going to increase the quantity of the people you meet, but it's not going to increase the quality of the people who are right for you.
Okay, the best version of you.
You know what? The best version of you is is who you are inside, and embracing your dorkiness and not being embarrassed to talk about it.
Because if you hide it too much, I mean, that person's never going to fall in love with you. I mean, you want the person to fall in love with who you really are.
Absolutely, and your interests are just a part of you. And you know what? By being passionate about something, that can sort of make you attractive to people also. Passion's passion, whether you're passionate about comic books or other things.
I'm going to go to that poetry reading, and we're going to see how this works out. Kristen's going to be joining us all morning long. I tell you what, if you have some dating questions for her, you got to send them in. We'll read them on the air, and we're going to be discussing a range of topics this morning. Go to Head Drama right now. You can check out her articles, her books. They're all there for you. Go there now.